All right, what's going on, people? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be hitting a power session, which means I'm gonna be doing cleans, I'm gonna be doing snatches. I'm going to show you how to do dynamic movements and static movements. What we really are focusing on is generating power, and this is essential. Whether you're gonna be deadlifting, squatting, bench pressing, playing sports that require linear movements, diagonal, rotational, whatever it is, this video can and will help you out. Today I'm gonna be focusing on the core and the glutes specifically. I wanna be able to generate vertical power. So I'm gonna take you through my workout. You can follow along and let me know if this works for you. Let's get it. Your ability to generate power is trash, and nobody's ever told you this because they don't care about you like I do. But I'm gonna tell you one of the reasons why. Well, actually two. One, your core is weak, and two, your hips aren't opened up. So let's fix that right now. But first, warm up. So what we're focusing on right now is opening up the hips. Some keys when doing this is making sure that your body is not rotating towards the object that you are trying to clear. Your legs should go straight up, rotate around, and slowly descend. This shows control of it. You don't just want to plop it. You need to have control of the entire movement. Do this for a couple reps on each side and experience the gains. This exercise is gonna open up your hips, guaranteed. It's also gonna strengthen your hip flexors at the same time. It's more advanced, so if you try this, beware. I'm gonna make it look easy, but it's not. What we're gonna do is elevate, clear the object, and down. Elevate, clear the object, and down. You do not want to swing around it, and you don't want to try to lean or do any other unnecessary movements. All we're doing is elevating, clearing, and down. Elevating, clearing, and down. Focus, strength, stability, power. This move is gonna feel awkward, but it'll help you unlock your hips. We're gonna get in a frog position. Go down as low as you can. Make sure the knees and the feet are flat on the ground. Well, the inside of your foot is flat on the ground, and we're just gonna rotate up on each side. If this hurts your knees because the ground is too hard, place a cushion there, and that'll take care of that problem. So now I'm gonna go into some plyometric movements. Check it out. Coordination, dexterity, proprioception. Plyometrics is that next phase in order for you to generate power. Check this exercise out. So I'm getting ready to generate vertical power, and I'm just gonna use this band for assistance, and I am going to be jumping straight up and down. All right, now that I can't breathe. All right, at 124 right now. We're gonna change it to the weightlifting shoes, get started with the spine and shoulder mobility part of this workout, and then we're gonna get into it. We're almost there. I'm about next to a wall right now, so I'm gonna have to show you this next to this mirror. But you wanna be a couple inches away from it, and the object is to not touch the mirror. What we're gonna do is work on spine mobility. So you think you have a weak spine and your back always hurts, and it's because you treat it like that. If you work in planes and do what your spine is meant to do, which is move, your back problems will go away with your daily activities and when you exercise. Still working on spine mobility. I'm gonna descend into my frog position, and I'm going to rotate and extend. Notice how my heels are not coming off of the ground. Notice that I'm not rocking side to side to complete the movement. Notice that I'm not leaning forward. It's a fluid motion, and trust me, it takes time to get here. But once you are here, your hips will feel nice and good. You need to have your hips feeling open and good because your body is meant to function in all ranges. If you cannot handle a certain end range, that's a problem. Your muscle should, one, be able to contract in that end range. Two, it should be able to handle that load, the muscle in the joint. So if you don't strengthen it by training in full ranges of motion and doing what your body is meant to do, you're only hindering your performance in daily life and activities. Last exercise I'm gonna do is gonna prime my body for squats and the overhead pressing that I need to do. So I'm gonna be doing some shoulder pressing, but I'm going to be doing it in the squat position. And why am I gonna be doing this? Because if I get in trouble and lift too heavy and I catch the weight too low, or I catch the weight and I need to descend further, I need to make sure that I am able to tolerate that weight and that load in that position. And this is what I mean. So normally if you're gonna do a power snatch or a power clean, you don't always catch it just standing up. Sometimes you catch it down here. So what I'm going to do is just warm my hips up and my shoulders. So I'm going to go straight down into a squat, press up and ascend. And I'm gonna repeat this 10 times. Nice and fluid. It's funny, I see people on the internet doing that like it's a challenge or something. It's really not, it's just something you should be able to do already. But anyway, let's get it done. Let me give you a little tip on power. The most efficient way to execute is by not having any energy leaks. And by that, I mean faulty form, early breaks, weak grips, weak anything. This needs to be precise. It takes practice. It takes thousands of reps, and it's very easy to have energy links. Right now, I'm going to show you what power looks like, and you're going to see me power through fatigue. And with this, you'll start to see the energy leak and the form and technique change. This weight is light enough to where I can demonstrate it, and it's okay, and I won't injure myself. But it's also not recommended to do any type of power activities if you are fatigued. It's power. You want to exert the most amount of force as possible, and you want to be able to repeat that as many times as you can. So ample rest is critical for that. Energy leaks, power, your lesson for today. What I'm about to do is split squats, and I'm gonna have my front foot elevated so that I can get a deeper split squat. What this is gonna do is it's gonna challenge my hip joints as I descend and ascend with this weight on my back. And I'm also going to get a deeper stretch in my glute on the leg that is in front so that I can activate it to drive straight up, producing vertical power. So if you know me, you know I love my dead bugs with diaphragmatic breathing. It is the perfect exercise for you to educate your core as well as your diaphragm. And what we're gonna do right now is operate in the sagittal plane by doing dead bugs by holding a weighted ball with a resistance band with diaphragmatic breaths. Watch the breathing. My pelvis is tucked so my low back is not arched, and watch the diaphragmatic breaths. The breathing is forcing you to contract your diaphragm and your core. Most people don't know what it feels like to activate their core. So this exercise is perfect for that. wow, I'm surprising myself. I'm not even struggling. But then again, my core is elite. What I'm gonna do next is some offset marches, and this is going to work on dynamic stability. This is constantly gonna make me try to rotate my body and laterally flex, and I need to remain upright as I execute these high knees and activate my core. All I keep thinking is if you don't hunt, you don't eat. One side's gonna be naturally stronger than the other, but that's no excuse to not get it done. This weight should be a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, or an eighth of your body weight, so that you have a fighting chance. I'm just making it look easy. Give it a shot. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a great time with today's session. It was something I haven't done in a long time, and I know I'm rusty because I looked at the film, but hey, I had fun with it. Force production is something that happens every day in every single movement. Getting out of the bed, getting out of your car seat, getting out of a chair, lifting an object, anything. So these type of movements can help you on your day-to-day basis. Now, it's more so for sport specific since it requires a lot of technique, but that does not mean you should avoid practicing any type of power movements or adding any sort of power training to your regimen. I'm gonna hit some steady state cardio. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. In Nandeezy we trust.